All right. All right, we're live. Thank you guys. Sorry we are late. Gary's behind the scenes with Fireball, and all you can see is Fireball's bottom. There's Gary. Say hi, Gary.
Hi.
Fireball is growing like a weed, and he's strong and stubborn. Very stubborn. Freedom still will not accept him, so we have to put her in the milk and stanchion like we're going to milk her and have her caught up. Put the kickers on so she can't kick him. To get your knees. He's trying to take out his knees. Freedom's finishing up. We're going to have to milk her, so we're going to milk live. Hope you guys enjoy it. I guess. Do I take them with me to get a bucket? Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys to watch. What in the world? It flopped over. Okay, so I'm gonna go get a bucket to milk into. So y'all watch Freedom. Keep an eye on her. Make sure she don't run off.
Let's go. Doing a milk ground thing. I'll drag you if you go. You hold the gate, I'll drag you. Okay, off the gate.
Oh my, everybody came in at once. Hi, Tim. So, hi, Dana. We are milking Freedom. We got a late start today and didn't get our chores done. So we're finishing up our chores, and the last one is milking Freedom. I had to go help Gary get Fireball put up and then get a bucket. So those of you may not know, Freedom got an infection in her foot, and we had to give her antibiotics. And so we cannot use the milk. Hello, Heather. We cannot use the milk, but we can dispose of it in other ways. So that's what we're going to do. But she has to be milked out because he doesn't drink all of the milk. So you guys go along with us and milk. I'm going to move you over here. We may not be able to follow the chat very good. Sorry about the wobbly. Get you over here where you can see both of us.
Oh, they might not want to see me.
Hello, Ashley's allotment. Hey, and Dairy, you're right on time. We're milking today. There we go. I don't know. You're not going to be able to see Freedom very well, but
There's beggars everywhere.
yeah, the cats, they love to beg. We just have the one hind quarter over on this side that really needs milked out, but we'll get it done. So the calf, those of you that don't know and are new, Fireball is our bottle calf that we've tried to graft on, and Freedom just isn't having it. We've been over a month at trying to get her to take him, and we just have to put her in the milking stanchion twice a day and put her kickers on her and let him nurse, and then we finish milking her out. And the cats think it's wonderful. All right.
There you go, cat. I almost said something that would have been highly inappropriate on TV.
Yes, don't say stuff like that on TV. So since we were late doing chores, we just brought y'all with us. Hopefully you enjoy
Squeeze
seeing.
Allotment and Dairy, Tiny Tim Posey.
Yep, DJ's here and Heather.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Tiny Tim is going to. He's the one going to the.
Yes.
To the Homestead
Expo.
Expo, Ozark Homesteading Expo. Guys, I really enjoyed doing our live this last week and doing the giveaway. That was a lot of fun. You want me to do that?
If you want to, you can. But I have to stay on this side or she'll move away from him. But let's see if I can read read
Can
from
you
here.
read it? Okay.
I can. Kevin, hello, Kevin. She needs to watch. Well, it's not show. I don't know if you guys can. Hey, Freedom. I don't know if you guys can see us actually milking or not. Hello, Miss Lynette with Coffee Angel Crafts. Yeah. So I got to stay here on this side so she doesn't wiggle around.
Lynette, I always put an and in there for some reason. Coffee Angels and Crafts.
It should be
know
just
why.
Coffee Angel Crafts.
Yeah, Coffee Angel Crafts.
Yeah, so we're just milking our cows.
I remember a VeggieTales song about Pizza Angel.
Yeah, there's. Yeah. And watching the ducks. They are having a blast. We got a little bit of a. Okay. Do you see that?
What?
Fireball is picking his nose with the end of that panel.
Well, that's a silly little booger.
If you guys, I'm going to show you what Fireball is doing if he doesn't stop since I move. Now he's got it in his mouth. He's like a little kid.
A lot of people add the and, she says. I missed somebody else, what they said. Oh.
Just kidding, but I'm sure if we get a milk cow, I'll have to do it, and she will too. Yep.
Yep. Milking is kind of a team sport most of the time.
Render and lard. I got some lard I need to render.
Awesome.
Well, let's see if we can get him. He's chewing on it now, but there's this panel has the ends cut off. He was shoving it up his nose.
He is now the other nostril.
Yeah, the other nostril. He's picking his nose with it, and then like a little kid, he putting his mouth on it and eating the boogers off. See, there's not much difference between kids and calves, but Fireball is growing, y'all. He is huge. He's got us sold on trying to graft a calf onto our milk cow. Although we know she is not going to be a nurse cow. She does not like it. She thinks she's too good for that. She's a diva.
Guys, this is not, I mean, I guess you can't see this, but usually we wash our hands and we wash the teats and we got a really clean stainless bucket and an extra bucket to pour into every so often so that we can keep things clean. But we're just milking into a dirty feed bucket right now because we have given her some antibiotics. She got an infection in her foot, and I know there's lots of alternatives that supposedly, that aren't on antibiotics, but I'm not going to take a risk with her health with something as serious as a foot infection. Especially since her liver and some of her organs are already compromised. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of it the way I know how, and we'll just have to hold off the milk for 30 days. But I will feed it to our breeding hogs.
It won't hurt them
to the cats and to the calf, and it won't hurt them at all. It's labeled for, the antibiotic is labeled for those kind of critters too, so it won't hurt them. And we're not going to eat them. We won't be eating the cats anytime soon. And we won't be eating Spotty Hog. The calf will get eaten eventually, but yes, it's gonna all be out of the system long before that. It'll be over a year before he's ready to eat. So yeah. It's good to see everybody in here. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Kevin, have you been fishing any? I went fishing, caught a 16-inch bass the other day. You love my accent, huh? You got an accent? I do, evidently. Oh. Well, it's not as thick as Ashley. It's not Ashley's allotment. Okay. Yes, she's in the UK. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, allotment.
So I have a little bit of an Okie accent. I'm from Oklahoma originally. I have not spoken to anybody Southern. Now, if I speak to somebody Southern, I get a really thick Southern accent, but some of my accent has really toned down since we've not lived in Oklahoma for close to 20 years now. Oh, 16, 17 years.
Brought home a few crappie and white bass. All right. It's almost time for the sand bass, which is what I call white bass. They're about time for them to start running here too. I'm going to have to see about that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I love catching white bass.
You caught something the other day, didn't you?
I caught a largemouth.
Largemouth bass.
Yeah, I fished for about 5 minutes, kind of on the way where I was going. Had my rod in the truck, jumped out and fished for about 5 minutes. Caught about a 16-inch largemouth.
Oh, she thinks she's got to pee now.
Okay.
Kevin says I still sound like an Okie. All right, I'll take it. Yeah, you get to see a cow's butt. Yeah.
It's just starting now. Okay, the white bass run. That's cool.
Yeah, we're having a milk freedom, and this way you can see Gary and I.
Oh, Ed, I almost said something that would have got me in trouble.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna let go of this cow's tail and let her smack you with it."
And there's something about a mirror. I don't know.
It's not a mirror. Okay.
Okay, we're done with that.
You're a male. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I think I knew that. I think I remembered that from you being before.
Yep. So, but I did know, Ashley, from the title, I was pretty sure you were in the UK.
Yeah.
Because here we would call it a patch.
Yeah.
And you guys would call it an allotment.
Yeah.
Or we would call it maybe a lot or a patch.
Mm-hmm.
And you would call it an allotment.
All right. Kevin says we're a little bit north of us, so we might be a week or two behind. Yeah, we probably are a little bit behind.
I usually, it depends. We are usually a week or two behind on sand bass, but sometimes I'm a week ahead on morels.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
I got family that lives close to Fort Leonard Wood, and they always let me know where they're at on all that. And they fish the Lake of the Ozarks a lot and the Gascon Lake and stuff.
Did you read Lynette's to Ed? Gary has been a part of this show for a while.
Wow.
I love it, Lynette. Lynette just called you a cow's behind. I love it.
So it's okay for me to say stuff like that now, right? That's goodness. Hilarious, Lynette.
Okay, I'm letting go of her tail.
Okay, you taking the kickers off?
I'm taking the kickers off.
I think that's funny. I'm going to go get rid of milk. And so the cow's butt's leaving. Oh.
And I'm going to take you to the front and let you see her.
Oh.
But look, see, I got my shirt on for milking. Oh, you can't. I got to get the angle right here. Oh, sorry. I got hung up on the bit. So as you can see, I got a Jersey cow on my shirt. My mother-in-law bought me that shirt. She saw it at TSC or I don't know. One of the, may have been Atwood's or something, Orchland's, and picked it up for me. It is Ashley, but actually it's male name as well. My sister had a friend growing up that was male that his name is Ashley. So yeah, there's a few. It is common, more common now, but back in the 90s, well, I guess that would have been in the 70s. Back in the 70s, there were still a few males named Ashley. Lynette says they love you, honest. Okay. Oh, yeah, he can feel the love, he says. Really feel it. Well, I'm going to take the tripod, and I'm going to move some stuff, and we're going to go put Freedom in the pasture. You all can go with us. Gary's gimping around. He hurt his knee. He's helping someone out while they're gone, taking care of their cows. And he wrenched his knee. Yeah, the conservation area is probably better. Come on, back up. Good girl. Okay, don't turn that way. She likes to turn the wrong way. Oh, we spilt some feed. She's got to stop and pick it up.
Barf it up.
Okay. So Freedom and I will go to the pasture. Gary's going to sit there and wait for us. I could leave you and let him keep you entertained. Kevin said he don't think he can find morels on his property. Come on. He thinks he has to go to the conservation area. Come on. I guess she's got camera right because she's stopping. Come on. Come on. Come on. I didn't hit her. I just threatened her. Swing the rope around, and she don't like that sound. But Oh, you're going to come with us?
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd want to sit.
With a camera and a cow and a gate.
Well, she'll ground tie if I drop a rope when we get to the gate. She's trained. That's okay. We'll turn around. Gary wants to get the gate. We were just going to go. There we go. Gary got the gate. That gate. You guys won't be able to see it, but the sunset is beautiful. We got a little bit longer before the sun actually completely sets, but the colors are starting to show up. She's going to follow Gary and run ahead of me. Hey, slow down. Whoa, whoa. She's excited, I think. I think I missed somebody. Hang on. Oh, Jan's here. Hello. Present and accounted for. Hello, Simple Grower. I'm sorry, my thumb is in the road here. Jan's holding up the show, was she? All right. Whoa. Freedom decided she wanted to eat that piece of grass right there. Jan hunted for them a couple days ago, no luck. We hunted last year a bit with no luck. Maybe a bit early, but we'll check next weekend. It's April. It's April. Depending on your wet, 2 days after a rain with a 40+ degree night. That's what you need. Whoa. Yeah, well, I don't have no script. Sorry, I'm not good with scripts. But yeah, so Freedom and I will just keep a walking, take y'all to the pasture, and we'll look at the other cows too. Yeah. Alan, what's Alan doing? It's burning season, so they're burning the prairie, and there's fires around us, but it's a damp day. It hasn't really rained, but it's overcast and damp feeling. Yeah, not windy at all, hardly. Little breeze. Okay, Freedom. I need 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to set y'all down. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So, Freeman, look how big Freeman is. Isn't he huge? He might let me pet him. He doesn't like the camera. He's a little camera shy, y'all.
What? You've got a sorting stick. That's a sorting stick.
Oh, yeah, he thinks I'm sorting. Oh, my goodness. Jan and Kevin are flirting.
Really?
Yeah.
Their spouses might find out.
He's a little slow sometimes, y'all. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, Ed, you got to be careful. So Alan is the white cow. That's our bull that we're borrowing from some friends. Walking across there. He's got to go check it out. And, of course, Frosty, the other bull, is right behind him. But Frosty's not old enough to do anything. And then look, Gertrude. Gertrude's coming along. Gertrude. Oh, she can't help herself. Oh, Kevin says Jan just can't resist him. Just can't help herself.
Tell him I won't tell his wife. I'll just ask her if she knows.
He won't tell her. He'll just say, she's going to lick my shirt. See if she, oh, I've got the rope in my hand. I got to take the rope out of my hand, see if Gertrude will let me pet her. Now, Gertrude was my bottle calf. A year ago, October, we got her. So she is about 1.5 years old. Yeah, she's going to let me pet her. She thinks she just wants to smell me. Then we've got Julene. And then Howdy is out. Right there's Howdy. And then Alan. Let's see if I can get him. Way back there. Way back there is Alan and Frosty and Freedom. And Freedom must be getting close to coming into heat because they're following her around. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get a calf in the wintertime. So now she's seeing. Now Gertrude's seeing if Gary will pet her. She's coming up to Gary, see if he's got anything, treats for her. She's not as tame as like Frosty. Frosty will let you rub all over him. The other calves should be, you know, even that I bottle fed. Howdy never tamed down as a bottle calf. Julene was not a bottle calf, and she has a yellow tag. But Howdy was a bottle calf. And Freeman, of course, back there, right there is Freeman. Freeman, as you guys saw, if you haven't seen, you can go back and look and see. Freeman had to be on a bottle when Freedom was sick. So, hey, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Gary's here. He's just running behind. He's behind me, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
He's behind the scenes closing the gate.
I like the scenes.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Do a flirt. Flirting. Boss in the chat. Yep. Jan's flirting with the boss in the chat. Yeah. All right. So I guess it's starting to sprinkle. We probably better go
head to the house.
Gather our stuff and head into the house. I know you can't see it, but over here to the east, let me see if I can get it right there where that's dark. That is actually smoke from a fire that they're burning pastures, burning the prairie. If you guys check out historical writings like Little House on the Prairie and several other of the diaries and stuff, this grassland out here has been burned for hundreds, if not 1,000 years. So anyway, it's one of the best conservations managements, one of the best conservation managements. I forgot what word I wanted to use. Tools or techniques. Well, hello, Ed. I'm so sorry. I thought I said hi to you. Ed's whining. We didn't say hi to him.
They called me cow's. Oh, maybe he didn't.
It wasn't Ed.
No, he said we get to see a cow's butt.
Yeah.
I said, oh, Ed, I said something about a mirror.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, you're right, Ed. I didn't
say hi. Poor Ed. We'll all stop for a moment. Listen to the music. We love you, buddy. You know we do.
Oh my goodness.
Is your knee about to kill you?
Yeah, and then after we get done with this, I've got to go bottle feed a cat. Put some dogs up.
He's helping a friend that's gone take care of his animals and stuff.
It's one of the ranches I do a lot of work on.
Yeah. I think she might be able to go out here one more day. She didn't really crop that grass off.
As sure as I thought she would.
Yeah.
I thought it looked like this.
Yep. So it starts.
She did go all over this whole patch.
She did. Starting to sprinkle. But guys, I got to show you this. Let's see if it'll show up. That green patch is where her manure from last fall. And the rest of it's brown. See? That's a manure, where her manure had been, and the chickens have helped it decompose. Another spot. And then another spot. Isn't that crazy? That's why spreading cow manure, rotational grazing is so good for pastures and grazing lands. So we do rotationally graze Freedom. The other cows are out in the pasture, but we do, you know, bring her in the daytime and move her around. And that sprinkle's getting even harder. It's going to be flat out raining by the time we get in the house. Oh, the rooster spooked. He says, hey, you're in my spot. Oh, cool. Kevin finished smoker today. There we go.
What you smoking, Kevin?
The twins, Heather, went to the sale barn. The rancher sold them.
Yeah, somebody came and bought them.
Oh, somebody came and bought them. Okay. She's flirting with him, sitting right beside him. Yeah, they went to another home, the calves, the twins.
There's another calf in that pen. No.
He's got to go take care of another calf there, though. Oh, no. Welcome back. Hello, Miss Barb. Okay. Well, I just have to gather up this cord. If you can gather that cord up, he's going to carry the cord in for me. And we'll just go in the house because it is sprinkling, almost raining.
Lid back on all the feed.
Yes, I put the lid back on all the feed barrels. Let's see if maybe this contrast will be good and they can see the smoke. Yeah, there it is right there. No, that's a tree. I don't know. Let me see if I can. I really want you guys to see the smoke. Yeah, it is. There's a tree. I'll get my hand right. There's a tree right there, but in between the trees, go the opposite way of where I think I need to go. Yes, right between these two trees, there's smoke right there. It's looks a lot bigger for us than it does there. Oh yeah, thanks, Ashley. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. All right, Barb, I think I said hi, but just in case I didn't, I'll say hi again.
They might call you out if you don't say hi.
6-month project on the smoker. Teeny boppers. Drinking a milkshake at the local drugstore. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, me. Okay, so we're going to go up the steps. Run the cat off the porch. Yes, don't you guys all have a dryer in your yard? Our daughter teases at us. She says she tells her friends in the big city, because she lives in Kansas City. She says when she meets somebody that says they're country, she says, "How country are you? Do you have a dryer in your front yard?" Because my parents do. And then she's got a boyfriend that her boyfriend was raised in the city, and so he has no idea what he's getting himself into. And she's ornery, just like her daddy. Oh, yes, she is.
She did not get that from me.
Oh, yes, she did.
I still got mine.
Oh, and I'm gonna have to do something about the lighting so that.
I'll go turn the lights on.
No, the light behind me.
Yeah, but the light from.
Okay, so, all right, you guys. Yeah, we argue too, a lot. Probably way more than we should, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. With it being as overcast, that might be enough. Oh, no, it's not going to be enough.
Can we move this a little bit?
Yeah, move that. We got to put the blanket up over the window.
Kevin, we don't argue. We have civil disagreements.
Civil disputes.
Okay. Is that like the Civil War, Jan? That kind of civil? Oh my. I'm usually correct.
Oh,
You know
no.
better than that, Kevin.
No.
You know better than that.
He's going to get himself in trouble, isn't he? All right. We'll go.
Country hillbilly.
Enough said. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We are been talking about getting a load of scrap together and hauling some of the scrap out from here. We've hauled a couple loads out from here before we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
That was many years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago now. But yeah, we wish we had started our channel when we were getting this place ready to move in.
Yeah, we did a lot of neat things.
We did do a lot of neat things. I've got some pictures, but not a lot, and you can find them in our very first
The boss
video.
is always correct.
Oh my. Hi,
Hello,
Beth.
How are you?
Yeah, we've had a pretty good weekend.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yes, pride cometh before a fall. Jan is speaking, quoting scripture there. Speaking truth.
Pride cometh before the fall, so does her tripping. Oh.
Yeah. She may have to trip him in order for him to
To
fall, but he will fall.
Oh, man.
Kevin had a good weekend, he says.
Good. Said he caught some fish.
Woohoo, fishing.
Finished the smoker.
Yep.
That's a good deal.
Okay. We had somebody supposed to come for a straw today. We had one come for straw and then supposed to have another guy come for straw. And I checked that message to make sure that wasn't him. So yeah. I'd asked if he could come at 3:30 and I didn't hear a response. So hopefully he can come.
It isn't pride, it's only facts.
Oh.
Only the facts.
Only the facts, ma'am.
I'm up in a tree with a chainsaw.
What? Here, let me roll it.
Right
So
there.
finger. Learn something new today. You don't climb up in a tree with a chainsaw to cut another tree down, but it was fun.
I used to make a living like that.
It's for much younger men, Mr. Ed. Crazy Ed. Oh. Yes, I'm with you, Jan. Oh, Ed. Well, there comes a time when we have to let the younger people do things.
Yeah, that's what that old man was telling me today.
To get out of the way, old man, like,
Yeah.
because he was teasing Gary about it limping on his leg.
Oh, I bunged my knee
Oh,
up.
he did. Messed up his knee.
It just started swelling up, and I really don't know why. And then,
Why?
I got hurt after it swelled up, and I was limping. I got run over by a calf.
You said you went down when you went down into that creek. That kind of.
I must have done something to it then.
Yes, I call. Oh, Kevin, I didn't mean it that way. I called him Mr. Ed, and then he was hollering about a cow's behind.
Oh,
Oh, my mercy. Oh, my mercy. Facts are pride goes before fall, before the fall. That is right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys remember the Guns of Will Sonnet?
Oh,
There was a
goodness.
TV show called The Guns of Will Sonnet from the 60s, and I've seen reruns of it. It's all I've seen. But Walter Brennan and Dak Rambo and Walter Brennan, he would say, no brag, just fact.
Kevin's trolling Jan.
Awesome.
Is that like fishing trolling? Like you're going to snag her or what?
What do you use for bait? Cup of coffee?
Smoked meat.
Smoked meat. Yeah, there you go. Kevin, have you ever smoked fish? I just wondering. And in Wyoming, I knew a guy that smoked like cold smoke, like you'd smoke salmon or something, that smoked some fish in a smoker. And I tried some trout and stuff a time or two. And then I have tried like some catfish and stuff. My dad put catfish on the smoker a time or two, and it was okay. And I just kind of thought about that kind of stuff. I wondered if you had tried smoking any fish. But yeah, we really have appreciated everybody that's watched our channel and it's carrying on with us, and we're going to continue to try to put out.
There's the problem. There's no one younger, no young people around. It's got to get done. Somebody's got to do it, huh? Cup of coffee in the morning and a glass of wine in the evening. That's how you keep her caught, huh?
Yeah.
He loves smoke. He has not loved. I'm so sorry, Kevin. He has smoked fish.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Oh yeah, customer from Alaska sends you smoked salmon. Best ever.
Yeah, I actually, when I lived in Oklahoma, I had a guy I delivered wood to that was a commercial fisherman in Alaska, and he lived in Oklahoma.
Yep.
And he would fly up there and fish for a few months at a time, and he gave me some smoked salmon a time or two.
Pickled fish. I have not pickled fish. No.
I have seen lots of recipes, and I really wanted to try that, but I have not.
Now today I've been pickling eggs.
Yep.
Got lots of eggs right now, and so I've been pickling eggs. So true, Ed. Yep. Okay. Only electric smoker, and it turned out pretty good. It was store-bought salmon. Okay, cool.
So I know that, like, if you've ever filleted a carp and a salmon have a real similar consistency and color. Carp have a lot of bones, but I think salmon kind of does too. I'm not sure.
There's Miss Brenda Duncan with Duncan 1900 Homestead. And there's Miss Christina. Yes. Hello. Hello, hello from Admire. How are you doing? Did you get to go to farmer's market this morning? No, I guess that wasn't this morning, was it? Farmer's market?
It was yesterday. We went to church this morning.
Was it? But was there farmer's market yesterday? I think I may have my weekends mixed up.
I just know it was.
I don't know. Morning. I don't remember. I think I have my weekends mixed up. Is this the first? Yeah, yesterday was the first weekend. And so, yes, there was farmer's market last week. Hello, Brenda. Oh, cool. Huh. From an Eskimo. Everybody saying hi. Cool. I have an itchy nose. Probably the smoke out there that really gets me going.
I had a friend when I was in grade school that was Samoan and African American, but his parents had met on base in Alaska. And so we always teased him about being an Eskimo, and he kind of looked like an Eskimo, and he always wore this hat with a fur, or this coat with a fur ruff on it. So we always teased him about that.
Kevin says Jan hates it, but he loves it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry
to hear about that.
To hear about that, Miss Christina.
I hope that was good closure for you, Christina. I'm really sorry you went through that.
Oh, cool.
Canned salmon.
Canned
Awesome.
Salmon. Cool.
So we've talked about canning fish. That's one of the things we haven't done. And we've talked about that.
We've talked about it. No bones in the salmon.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I have another my pressure canner is it has a steam option and has like you can steam rice in it. Has a different cooking option. It was expected.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that helps you prepare.
It does help you prepare, but it's still hard. And we're very sorry for your loss. It's still a hard time for your family. So I've steamed another 6 dozen eggs to can or pickle. I'm gonna pickle them. I got a bunch of eggs. Simple grower. I can tuna and salmon every year. So good for so many things. Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. I was looking to see if I think I got my notepad somewhere else to have. Yeah. Oh, Jan's going to fry up some fish, but she'll be listening.
All right. All right. What time will it be done, Jan?
Papa pepper. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The pepper family does pressure can carp, bones and all.
Yep.
The bones are edible. Yeah, they fall apart by the time it's pressure canned.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, wow. The chat just jumped. My pickling recipe, I cheat. I use Mrs. Wages. That's my secret. I use the Mrs. Wages packets. The ones I've canned to pickled today, I did a quart and a pint in the Mrs. Wages kosher deal because I like a dill pickle. And then I did 4 or 5 quarts. 5 quarts. Trying to remember how many I did. I did 4 or 5 quarts that were, and a pint. I think it was 4 quarts and a pint in the Mrs. Wages bread and butter. And then I put in a dried cayenne pepper in all of the jars to kind of give them a little kick.
I put 1 dried jalapeno in a pot of beans this week. It made it all pretty spicy.
Yep. Brenda says that her mom always canned carp and the bones are soft. Like
Yeah, I
canned salmon.
remember. I can kind of remember my grandmother having done that. They kind of quit before I got very old, but
Kevin's still here. Hi, Kevin. I know you're still here, but I must say hi again. Wow, Tim. Tim lost his mom in 2015 with breast cancer, and his dad is 93 with dementia.
yeah.
Gary's grandma is 92, 92 and she has some dementia as well, but she's still able to live with family for now. Thank goodness. But
Bones are disintegrated.
oh, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
I knew that.
Yes, I
Mrs. Wages.
love Mrs. Wages. I know there's probably some coloring dyes and stuff in there, and I need to really make my own pickle mix, but sometimes I just, yeah, it works for me, and I'm lazy.
Yeah, I've seen several
Cool.
pickled fish recipes. I think Papa Pepper did that once too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We met him when we first started our channel, and several of those people that we met and kind of spoke into our channel getting going, we kind of keep up with,
Yep.
and he's one of them.
He keeps up with us. He's
Yes,
very
he does.
kind, very kind.
In fact, every once in a while he's in one of these lives.
Yep, every now and again.
Not
yeah.
very often because the timing's wrong for
For
him.
him. Yeah. But we are hopeful that we can get rid of some straw bales. We got rid of 6 today.
Tiny Tim, I am really sorry that you're going through that. I know that a loved one with dementia is a very, very tough thing.
It is.
And I went through that with my grandfather, and we would go see him, and he didn't know who we were. And he had been one of the smartest men I ever knew, and been able to hold on to stuff and had a photographic memory, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then he went through that, and I know that's tough.
And to lose a loved one to
Yeah.
cancer is tough as well. Yes.
And when you go through that dementia, it's like losing them slowly, and that's tough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're going through that.
Yeah.
But, you know, Tim, I know that you're a believer. I know from your channel you're a believer. I don't know where your dad is, and I don't know where your mom was. But there is hope for us as believers that this world isn't the final deal. This is just kind of the starting point, right? So I know that in those times you just have to hold on to your faith. Hold on to your Creator and your Redeemer, and He will see you through that. He is your shepherd.
Miss Beth, I tried my very first lime pickles. I tried to do the cinnamon pickles. The cinnamon pickles where you use the red dye, and I think I'm not ever going to use the red dye again either. But you soak them in lime water, and then you pull them out and you soak them for so long and then rinse and rinse and soak and rinse and rinse. And evidently I thought I got all the lime out, and I didn't. And you can eat 1 or 2 and they're good, but you get to that 3rd and 4th one and you're like, whoa. So you'll have to try pickled eggs. Here's the big thing, Miss Christina. You want them soft, either soft steamed or soft boiled. You do not want to completely hard boil them before you peel them.
I saw your nephew in there. Hey,
There
Isaac.
he is. How are you doing, buddy? I forgot to show you the pictures of his car.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get to show Gary your pictures
Did he
of
have
your car.
another wreck?
He did have another wreck. I thought I
Oh.
told you. Maybe I didn't. Things have been a little crazy, Isaac. I can't remember. I must not have told him. I'm sorry. But yeah, he had another wreck. A guy hit him, and
Doggone it,
he's
Isaac.
banged up pretty good. How's your head?
Oh my goodness, Isaac, you need to wear bubble wrap.
Well, it's not. It wasn't his fault.
I know it wasn't, and a lot of the things he's gone through wasn't his fault, but.
Oh, and I'm so sorry. Ed lost his mom in 2014 to brain cancer. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you, Christina. So those of you who may not know, Isaac is our nephew.
As good as.
As good as.
Yep.
He's our adopted nephew. We'll just. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
We've known him since he was little bitty.
He spent a lot of time at my brother's house growing up.
Been around our family for a long time,
Yeah.
so he feels like another nephew. So we just call him our nephew. We love him. Yeah, pickles are really good, aren't they? Huh. Joe says he is recommending a doctor. So yeah. So
Yeah, the pickled eggs are good. We like them. I like the sweet ones and the dill ones. And she puts a little pepper in all of them, and that helps. That gives them kind of a kick.
It gives them a bit of a kick.
We did a lot of pickled quail eggs when we had quail.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have quail, so they're pretty big eggs. A pickled egg is a lot of egg.
Yeah.
But we'll slice it up and put it on salads a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make egg salad out of it.
Deviled eggs. They make amazing deviled eggs.
Yes.
Amazing.
And basically, it's a hard-boiled egg with the pickle flavoring already there and already in a jar ready to go. You just open it up, pull it out, and use it. So,
I don't have any beet juice to make them the beet juice pickles.
No, you have done that,
beet.
though.
Yeah, I have.
And it's good when you do that.
Yeah.
And then I have taken a lot of times, especially when we had the quail, I would take her bread and butter jalapenos, and when I'd eat all them, I'd throw the boiled eggs in the jar and just let them soak.
Oh, his head is good as can be, just really sore, and your hand is burnt up, but I'll be okay.
Oh,
Is that from the airbag, Isaac?
man.
Because he had a cute little white car. Yeah, the whole front's gone, and the airbags had all deployed. It's probably what hurt you more than anything is airbags. But imagine how hurt you would be without the airbags.
All right.
Praise the Lord. At the 8-year-olds. Okay. So it's, sings old songs. Awesome. Heard him praying. Oh, awesome. Cool. That's amazing, isn't it, Tim, how their brains work? How there'll be things that just stick forever.
Yeah, I'm glad you've got that to hold on to, Tim. That makes death so much easier.
Yes, it does.
It makes it, you can rejoice at a funeral when you know the person's a believer.
Yeah.
And when you're a believer. And that's a good thing.
I eat pickled eggs every day. Hens are laying it very well now. Yeah, mine are too. We're getting 40 to 45 eggs a day today. Today I got 42 eggs, I think, plus duck eggs. Yeah. So I have a pretty good market for the duck eggs, but the chicken eggs, my market is drying up.
Yeah, we've had a hard time moving stuff this year.
Yeah, it's just, I think people stocked up and things are getting higher. And so people are really struggling.
Rearrange their budgets.
Mm-hmm. And as you guys know, as you guys understand, small farmers are not subsidized like the big commercial farms. Right. So we can't reduce the price of our eggs. We have to pay for our feed. And so we have been feeding eggs back to chickens by cooking them. Gary has scrambled several at a time and
like 3 or 4 dozen at a time.
Yes, 3 or 4 dozen at a time and fed them back. And you wouldn't believe, and we've given them away. We've traded them. We have been peddling eggs. I meant to take some
raw to the hogs.
Read them.
If anything is dirty and we don't want to clean it, it goes to the hogs.
Just, and we're not wasting it that way. It's going back. It's reducing feed costs. And it's the dogs really like the cooked eggs.
Yeah.
We have to watch Saddle. Saddle has started to suck eggs, so we have to make sure.
Egg sucking dog. Oh.
He's such a good dog. He really is. And he doesn't do it very often, just every now and then. Popular in the Roaring 20s, yeah. Oh, us sing a song? Gary doesn't sing very well. Well, I think he sings great. He doesn't think he sings well. This Land Is Your Land, Buffalo Girls, Beautiful Dreamer. I know a little bit of those songs. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands. Yeah. We can't sing a whole lot of stuff because if it's copyrighted, we won't be able to have our monetization.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of that, the Depression way. Yep. Yeah, that sounds a lot like my grandmother's cooking. And his grandma would open a can of this and open a can of that, and if we came over any time, she wanted to feed you anytime you came over. It's Brutus.
He's not bad, but sometimes he will get into a nest of eggs here and there.
Oh, they're going to have to try to pickle some more eggs. They didn't turn out very well, but they didn't use Mrs. Wages.
That says pick up.
I know. I think he meant pickle.
Oh, okay.
I think he meant pickle.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's talking about Mrs. Wages.
It has to be.
And autocorrect, our lovely friend and helper.
So we like both. We like the kosher deal and the bread and butter.
I prefer the kosher deal. I don't like the sweet pickles. I don't know why, which is crazy because I love sweet things, but I don't like sweet pickles.
I like sweet pickles.
I do like a little bit of like the cinnamon pickles. But yep, it's voice text. Yep. Yeah. I don't know how all that works, Joe. I don't know if like we sing the song that they would copyright us or not, that we would get a copyright infringement, or how that goes. I don't know.
Who knows? So some of those songs are old enough they're public domain.
Yes,
so you don't have to worry about them.
Probably those ones all are, but most hymns are. Most hymns we can sing.
A lot of hymns are, yes, are public domain.
Yep. So
we sang some Fanny Crosby songs in our church this
morning. We did. It
It
was wonderful.
Fanny Crosby was an amazing lady, blind most of her life, wrote many hundreds of hymns, and amazing lady with amazing faith.
Yes. Food. Yes, food is a wonderful four-letter word. Food. We love food around here. I'm sitting here looking at my canned goods. Gary's daddy built me a shelf out of some scraps he had at his house, and for my canned goods that I could put up because I don't
fit on the back side of the bar.
Yeah, because I don't have a pantry in my kitchen. So he thought that would be wonderful. It has been amazing. So I have shelves in the spare bedroom to store stuff on, and I end up filling those and then shoving it under beds, under couches, stacking it. I don't like stacking canned goods, but sometimes I don't have a choice. But yeah, I'm usually under beds is the big thing. And
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, darling.
Okay. So yeah, I just try to find every nook and cranny to put my canned goods.
We started out our live in the milking parlor, in our milking shed, which is a pretty homesteady thing to do, right? And I think that most of you guys know that we raise a lot of our own food, and we produce food for others. We sell food, and that's part of our income. We raise probably 80% of our own food, and we do a lot of things the old way, and Cindy makes yogurt, and we do a lot of homemade stuff from scratch. But there are times that in homesteading that you figure out an economy of where your time is best spent to get the best efforts or best outcomes. And one of the things that Cindy has decided a long time ago that got a better outcome for her time investment was to use the Mrs. Wages mixes. And I want you guys, as you're going through your homestead process, to think about those kind of things. It doesn't have to all be completely from scratch. Sometimes it's just you get a better outcome for your time by using a pre-made product like Mrs. Wages. And we really like that product.
See you later, Miss Lynette. Oh, you have the movie on Fanny. Cool. Oh, yeah. And a quack doctor, fake doctor, operated on her and left her blind. Yes, that's so sad. But
God didn't waste that.
No, that's what I was going to say. Go. Okay. Everybody saying good night to Miss Lynette.
Yeah.
Yes, Brenda.
Yes.
My mom used Mrs. Wages growing up. Now I'm really particular. I'll change that to regular English and not Okie English. It's not going to be particular. Anyway, and that may just be me English, Cindy English. But anyway, there's I'm really choosy. I like the kosher deal, and we like the bread and butter, and even the zesty or spicy bread and butter. Those 3 or 4, because you get, sometimes it says spicy and sometimes it says zesty, and I really can't tell the difference between the 2. Okay, thank you, Tiny Tim. Karaoke is okay, just not the original artist.
Okay.
So we could get.
So somebody looked that up.
Yeah,
Wow.
Tim did. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you. We need to really talk our middle daughter is an amazing singer. All our children sing very, very well. But she's the only one that's halfway comfortable singing in public.
She does an amazing rendition of I lost the name of it now. Wayfaring Stranger.
Wayfaring Stranger, yeah.
Wayfaring Stranger with her ukulele. And it is really good. We would love to get her to let us record that and use it for music on our channel all the time.
Yeah.
We haven't talked her into that yet.
Yeah, if we could get her to do that one, and she has several songs she sings, and we would love to listen to her sing. Sing songs, old songs that he heard on the radio. Awesome. Huh. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, it's amazing when they're joyful. Sometimes they get to a point where they're so frustrated and it's hard. Only sing when no one is listening. Poor Miss Brenda.
I sing solo.
Yeah.
Solo, nobody can hear me.
He really can sing well, I think, but he doesn't think so. He's got a nice.
I have a really hard time. I don't have a lot of rhythm, so timing is not good for me. And if I don't know the words really well, I have a hard time keeping up.
Yeah, I think if we could get him a little bit of training, like if he could listen for the cues on the piano, because most pianists, as you guys know, most pianists give cues, and you can keep up with those cues. Hello, Lori.
Song cover.
On YouTube. Praise the Lord. Thank you.
Hello, Lori Carp.
Barb says she doesn't sing either. Hello, Lori. So, yeah.
You know, growing up, when me and my brother or somebody would be singing, my dad would say, "That sounds so good, they ought to put you on the radio so I can turn it off." And there's also been a lot of jokes passed around about having the face for radio. So I've got one of those faces. I've got the face for radio.
He's ornery, y'all. We had, I lost what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, we had our live celebrating our 3-year anniversary. And I have to tell some of y'all that won prizes that I didn't get. I wasn't able to get them all mailed. We had a little bit of difficulty on Friday trying to get them mailed. Our little town was out of the little bubble mailers and some of the larger mailers, so I wasn't able to get some of the stuff mailed off. Cool. Miss Brenda and her husband had a gospel singing group decades ago before they were married.
Oh.
How cool is that? Tim says no, you have to face for YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Strong and manly, right?
Evidently.
Strong and manly. Strong and manly.
Enjoy seeing my ugly mug on here.
Oh, he's not ugly.
Well, I have to turn the light off when I brush my teeth to keep from scaring myself in the mirror.
He's got a bunch of those silly things.
Ugly enough to back a buzzard off a gut wagon.
Take your time. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Anyway, so we're getting stuff mailed out and some stuff. And then a couple of things I found out, you guys, this is crazy. There's a couple of things I can actually purchase on Amazon. And since I already have my Amazon Prime, I can purchase them on Amazon and mail, and Amazon ship them cheaper than I can ship them. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to do that with. The cooking book, the canning book actually end up cheaper to purchase it on Amazon and have it shipped than to try to have it shipped. It's just ridiculous. And then also the canning kit. So that's what I'm going to end up doing this evening, is getting those done. Maybe it may have to go in the morning. Oh no, Miss Brenda.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That is too bad. Wow.
Yep. Well, we are live wires tonight.
We're live wires. It is 102 or no 102. We have been we've been live for an hour and 2 minutes.
I think the only person we could step on is Commander Bacon.
Yeah,
and that's not till 6:30.
Okay.
Oh,
wow,
cool.
20 songs or so. That'll be great.
I've written a song or two.
Oh, my mercy.
I have. One of them's quite well known in some circles. Mostly among 12-year-old boys.
Yes, 12-year-old boys love his songs. Like, I got gas, but my truck don't.
Yes, that's actually a song I wrote.
Yes,
I've got gas and my truck don't.
Oh, mercy.
That's got lots of lines to it.
It does. It does. It does. He has wrote a children's book, though. We haven't published it. He did write a children's book.
I change the words to songs a lot, too.
Yeah, he makes up his own songs.
Some of them are good.
Yeah, yeah.
I changed the words to Sweet Home Alabama for our praise band.
For a praise band at church. Yeah, you did.
Sweet Home Up in Heaven.
Yeah, several
which
years
I think
ago.
there's been lots of people probably do that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And then I used to sing Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Jolly Old St. Nicholas, happy as a clam, as he bows before Jesus, who is the great I am.
Happy as a clam.
Yep.
How do you know if a clam is happy?
That's just a saying. It's a saying.
Oh my goodness. It's not like a clam can smile or anything. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, Tim, I'd be interested to hear your song. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done some of that too. Especially we used to have a praise band that used to have me help them when we were in Wyoming. I'd help them kind of come up with new words. They did a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. They did a whole lot of it.
We were going to do that with Simple Man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, we don't need to change it much.
Nope.
We changed a couple of lines, and that was it.
Yep.
And it's amazing how a lot of songs, if you're a believer, you can see them from a different viewpoint than maybe their song. And I know that we were on live. We got on somebody's live the other night, and they were a Mennonite lady. Well, Leanne.
Yeah, Leanne was.
Said something about living on a prayer.
Yep.
And I love that song
She'd
too.
been to a Bon Jovi concert,
Yes.
and somebody asked if Bon Jovi was Mennonite approved, and she said, "Of course, haven't you heard the song Living on a Prayer?" Yeah, so yeah. And that song you can easily, yeah.
And guys, if you want to hear a really good cover of that song, Sidewalk Prophets covers that song and does a great job.
But we can't forget Mr. Terry. Is that somebody bringing him to get the tractor?
That's a Ford.
Okay. Yeah, that's not Terry. That is Mrs. Flock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mrs. Flock. I say her name wrong. Grew up with Flex now, and so I say Fleck instead of Flock. Yeah. I think that's Carolyn.
I don't know who it was.
Okay. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember if her truck is silver or white.
I thought it was white.
Maybe it's white.
Silver.
Okay.
But
no.
I don't know. It
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Daddy's Hands. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, man. That song will have you bawling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you have a daddy that worked with his hands real hard.
Yeah.
Which both of us did. And Gary works with his hands hard. So, and our grandpas did too. So, yeah. I just had one granddad growing up. My dad's father had passed away before I was born, but my granddad Bishop, man, his hands, he had used them up. He was a carpenter just on his free time. He'd been an engineer before that.
My grandpa Cargill had hands. I mean, they were.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
I just wowed to Tim's. Go ahead.
El Paso. Huh. Cool. My grandpa Cargill, his hands were huge. Mm-hmm. They were a lot bigger than mine, and just hard and rough. And he had a couple of fingernails that were always black. Mm-hmm. Had been as long as I'd known him. And he had one finger that was split. He'd split with a table saw, so it was almost in two. It was a big old scar down the middle of it.
Down the tip of it.
And always calloused and all, just hard old hands. But sure loved us grandkids.
Mm-hmm. He was good to us.
And my grandpa Adkins, me and my brother thought we were really tough if we could put two paper shells in our hand, paper shell pecans, and crack them. Grandpa could put one native on his finger and crack it with his thumb. My mom's dad could, and he was strong.
Oh, In the Garden and I'm Moving On played at your funeral. My mama sang In the Garden when I was a kid, and then that was my lullaby that I sang to my children, was our children, when they were babies, and all the children I came across that it was In the Garden. How many babies did we have come through? A lot of babies. When we were doing foster care, we had a lot of babies come through our home. Yep, that's it. That's it.
Yes, I like
that's one of my favorite songs, is In the Garden.
I really love Nothing But the Blood.
Nothing But the Blood. Mm-hmm.
Because that's where I put my hope.
Kevin says that is strong. Yep. Yep. Those tiny little native pecans are crazy.
He just was just strong man. He
Precious.
was, that World War II generation. He lied about his age and joined the Navy and went and served on a minesweeper in the ocean in World War II. And just as hard as nails. I mean, tougher than woodpecker lips, as my nephew would say.
Precious memories at funerals can get, yeah.
Yeah,
that's one that it doesn't have to be at a funeral, it'll get me. We sang one today that usually gets me. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
I'm trying to remember what all we sang today. I said we sang a Fanny Crosby song, but that one's just escaped my mind too.
It's right there. I just can't remember it. Can't remember. I'll have to look at my paper.
Oh yeah. I've probably got a bulletin. I forget we go to a church now that does paper bulletins.
Tougher than a truck stop steak. There you go.
How about tougher than the back wall of a shooting gallery?
Yet not I, but Christ. But yet not I, but through Christ in me. I love that one. And there's something about that name. And thy loving kindness. And Jesus,
what's
what
the very first song we sang?
Praise him.
Praise
him. Praise him. Jesus, our blessed Redeemer.
That's the Fanny Crosby song.
Yep. And then our last one was Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.
Yep.
Our closing hymn. Yes, the volume. I don't know how many songs she wrote. Just crazy amount of songs. So good. So good. There you go.
Yeah. And I was listening to a radio feeding cattle this afternoon, and they were playing a lot of Charles Wesley's songs, and he wrote a lot of songs too. Mm-hmm.
Well, 11:16. My dyslexia today is getting me.
Okay.
It is not 11:16. It's 6:11. 6:11. I don't know why that computed to.
There was a church a long time ago that did a series for their online stuff, and I don't know if you can still find them on YouTube, but I enjoyed watching them. I don't necessarily endorse them, the church, but it called Rebel's Guide to Joy, and they covered a lot of people like Fanny Crosby. They talked about Fanny Crosby. They talked about several people who wrote hymns. They talked about Johnny Cash. They talked about John Wesley. They, just several different people, and it was called Rebel's Guide to Joy, and that church had several of those. I think it was one of the Mars Hill churches.
Yeah.
Had several of those out on YouTube a long time ago. I haven't looked at for them in a long time, but pretty good videos. We for a long time we had gotten really into more modern, contemporary, I guess, worship music, and some of it that probably wasn't quite worship music. I guess it was worshipful, but we have been going to a church that does a lot of traditional music, and we've been enjoying that.
More like what we grew up with as kids, but and just enjoying that. Well, we listen to K-Love and Bot, and you listen to Bot a lot.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of K-Love and Air One.
I listen to KJIL.
Yes, which is a local to Kansas station.
Yeah, it's a Kansas
contemporary
very
Christian. Yeah. And sometimes I listen to the House FM out of Oklahoma, and but I listen to them on my phone because I can access them on my phone. But it's starting to cool down. It's getting chilly outside.
Yeah.
I've got the door open, and I got the big door open, and the screen door got the window up on it, so that you like apologetics. Yes. Yeah.
They like to change the words to secular music a lot. That's what the whole band is, isn't it?
Brenda's cruise thinks they're hungry, so she's got to go fix supper.
Oh yeah, he says that's what they do there. You're right. Yeah. So the rock song Tom Sawyer, they write Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
Thomas. Yeah. The
Thomas Sawyer. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I used to have a youth in our youth group when we first moved here that was pretty close to me, and he loved apologetics. All
right, Kevin. See you later. Thanks for coming in. Good night. Bless you.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah. We probably ought to wrap up because we've been on here a while, and we want everybody.
Good night, Brenda.
Yeah. We want everybody to get over and see Doug and Shelley. They'll be going live in about 15 minutes. They'll be going live. Yeah. And we're going to get us some supper.
What do they call their channel?
His Way Homestead.
His Way Homestead, yeah.
I
always want to say Captain Caveman.
His Way Homestead. So go over and check them out. Guys, remember, do you have something else you got to say?
Nope.
Okay. Remember, God made you special.
And he loves you very much.
Thanks for coming in, y'all. Security for Christians concerts. Met them several times. Awesome, Tim. That's awesome. Well, y'all, we're going to get rolling, and we will see y'all later. I got to go shut up the greenhouse, and we got to get some stuff settled here, and hopefully we'll be in Doug and Shelley's live, but we'll see. We'll see. Good night, everybody.